Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Old Testament Thursday. I'm Pastor Adam. I'm so glad you decided to tune in and check out and see what we've got going on today. I'm so excited you're continuing on in this series with us, a challenging series meant to challenge you, to help you grow, because I think we grow the most when we are challenged, especially in our spiritual lives. I believe that we're either going forward or we're going backward. And so I'm going to challenge you to always be going forward. So I've got a question for you today. When you make promises, do you just kind of like, oh, I promised to do this, or yeah, I'll do that? And if you're me, you forget about everything that you ever promised or said that you're going to do. If I don't write it down, it is gone. I can't remember it. I'm really bad at just thinking of things just off the cuff, off the top of my head. And so I just really need to write some stuff down. And I need to make sure I get that done, because it's important to be someone who gets things done when they say they're going to get things done. If they say you're going to do something, go out and do it. Maybe you're like me and sometimes you forget to do those things, but what do you think other people think about you, or what do you think about somebody who doesn't do that, who doesn't keep their word? You probably don't like them, do you? Or maybe they annoy them, or maybe you just can't trust them with certain things. I know that I'm sure there's people who know that they can't trust me with certain things. My wife knows that she can't trust me with a list of more than 4 some items if it's not written down when I go to the grocery store. She knows if I don't have it written down or she doesn't text it to me, I'll probably end up forgetting everything that was important on the list and getting all sorts of other stuff I didn't know that I needed in the grocery store. Maybe you're like me in that way. Check out what Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 4 through 7 says. It says, "When you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it. He has no pleasure in fools. Fulfill your vow. It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. Do not let your mouth lead you into sin, and do not protest to the temple messenger, my vow was a mistake. Why should God be angry at what you say and destroy the work of your hands? Much dreaming and many words are meaningless. Therefore, fear God." You probably know the saying that talk is cheap. We want to see action. God is the same way. He says, I'd rather you just not make a vow and just do the thing that you would promise you're going to do, rather than you promising that you're going to do it, you don't do it, and then, well, God, this came up and that came up and I got busy, and you know that Tuesdays are really hard for me, and Thursdays, oh boy, I'm swamped on Thursdays. Don't bother bringing up all those excuses, all those talk. Don't bother bringing it up to God. God doesn't care. God will call you a fool. If you are a person in position, a person who has some standing, like a manager or a boss, or think of you if you're a parent, think of your kids. If you say, I need you to go do this, this, and this, and they go, yep, you got it, and then they don't do it, and they come back, well, this came up and that came up, just do it right away. Just get it done, out of the way, just boom, knock it out. Otherwise, you're a fool. Then you're going to come up with all these excuses. We all know excuses stink. Everyone's got an excuse. Nobody needs to hear another excuse. Just get it done. So in your spiritual life, what vow, what promise have you made to God that you haven't fulfilled yet? There's lots of them I can think of. For situational purposes, we could always just go, well, God, I promised not to do this sin again. Oh, God, I promised to be better about reading my Bible. God, I promise to listen more to the Holy Spirit. God, I promise at this time that you convict me, I will listen this time. And then this time shows up, or we don't go and read our Bible, or we don't listen to the Holy Spirit about that one thing we need to do. And guess what? We'll make an excuse. Oh, well, I was reading the Bible on my phone, and I got a text message, so I had to answer it quick. Oh, God, I know you told me to be better about this sin, and I promised you that I wouldn't do it anymore, but, God, it was just right there. I couldn't help myself. Oh, God, I know that you told me to go into all the world to make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I know Monster Jam is going to be here on Saturday, God, so I just, how many times do we make promises to God and then don't fulfill them? I'm going to challenge you today. Fulfill your promises, fulfill your vows to God, or don't make them at all. He will call you a fool. You will be a fool. Don't claim that it was just a mistake, because that doesn't hold up. Mistake or not, don't make the vow if you can't uphold it. Don't be a fool. I'm Pastor Adam. This has been Old Testament Thursday. I'll see you again next time.